Well, we all know Umar Nurmagomedov is not going to knock out Raoni Barcelos, so we can take that result off the table while breaking down this fight. I don't know if I said that exactly, but that's what I imagine having said, because I feel like a fucking idiot. I did think Umar was a better striker than he was being given credit for, but I totally missed this one. I do think I haven't seen his first TKO victory, but he's only got one. This is his second TKO victory out of 16 wins or whatever, and this is a clean knockout. And it was a great knockout. One of those weird, it didn't look like the most powerful strike, but it was much like, it wasn't nearly as powerful as Leon Edwards' head kick, but much in that same light, it was, it was like the perfect shot. He was distracted. I think Umar threw a knee or a kick or whatever, and then threw a left hook right behind it. It landed perfectly, and then he went out cold, and then he hit him with a hammer strike that he kind of regretted or expressed a little remorse about, but still, can't fault him there. He did fucking awesome. He wasn't dominating with the wrestling like I expected it to be. I was worried, I was hoping, to be honest, that Barcelos would be able to defend the takedowns and keep it standing, and I thought he would take over the fight standing. Just, the guy's got such sharp hands, but he was just overwhelmed. I thought from the beginning this was the Umar Nurmagomedov show, and he looked damn good on his feet. These guys, they're all training everything, and some of them are just never going to be knockout artists, but if they keep training in these little moments, especially against tough fighters like Raoni Barcelos, their striking and their, weaker disciplines will come through for them. And it was awesome to see. And it was similar, not similar at all, but just something about it was similar. The lunging, I think, to Khabib versus Thiago Tavares, it reminded me of. When Khabib caught him, I think it was with a big uppercut or whatever, but he stepped in. The guys, obviously, they fight similarly, and, it's awesome to just have this next, evolution or iteration of the Nurmagomedov, the Nurmagomedovs. And Umar is, man, he looks fucking awesome. This guy, like I said, coming into this fight, I don't know if I'd pick anybody to beat him. And now it's even tougher. This guy needs to fight someone really highly ranked, and he needs to do so immediately, and I can't wait to see it. As for Raoni Barcelos, it sucks for him. He's finished. I think he's 33, maybe 34. And this was a tough loss. The only time he's ever been knocked out. His only other finish loss was a submission, 8, 9 years ago. And it's rough for him. We've seen him outstruck. We've seen him beaten and hurt and bloodied up. But to see him go down is something different. I hope it's not the beginning of the end for him or the beginning of anything, but I do think it could be. I think his chin was cracked here. And, man, it was a shitty sight to see him just collapse. He was out cold on his way down. So rough loss for Raoni Barcelos, but still, he's such a talented fighter where, he'll be around for some more time, and I know he'll pick up more victories in the UFC. I do think his ceiling is no longer a championship, though, which, even coming into this fight, I thought it could have been. But, yeah, it's not here, and Umar Nurmagomedov, the ceiling for him is fucking whatever. Multiple, whatever, world champion. This guy just, he can be a monster, and he already is. All right, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.